Hey there, welcome. Today I'm trying something different. I have done many videos where I show you how I set up my months and my weeks and where I go through what I'm using for planning and for journaling, but I haven't really shown like the actual process of planning that goes through my day. The thing is, I'm very private, or I try to be, and I mean, what I have in my planners and my journals is not only my personal life, it's also my family's life, my kids' life, and I'm trying to be respectful. That's why I'm very careful with what I show. But I will try to walk you through how a day of planning works for me. I'm sorry, the neighbor's dog is making a lot of noise. I hope it doesn't sound too bad when I edit this video. Anyway, I want you to give you an idea of what a day of planning looks like in these notebooks. I just finished shooting the video for my September setup. That's why this is not inside my cover. Instead of that, I have this sequence notebook where I did my September setup. So if you haven't seen it, you can check it out in my channel. And this is what I use every single day for my planning. Well, these two actually. I will get to this one in a moment. My day starts at 5 a.m. Not by choice. My shift starts at 5 a.m. So the first thing I open is my daily. This is where I do my monthly check-in, my evening check-in, and my night check-in. Today is the 31st, but because I have this in here and I used a lighter pen, I'm going to show you the previous day. So I wake up, 5 a.m., I write down, if I need to, how I feel. For example, if I woke up with back pain, or if I didn't feel like I had a good night, like a good rest during the night, I could write that down. I also write my first meal of the day. I like to start my day with white tea, and then I track the rest of my meals during the days. Some days I write a lot, some days I barely write anything. For example, today I only have some notes regarding how I woke up. My back was giving me trouble in the morning because I didn't, I don't know how I slept, but my back, it didn't feel right in the morning. So I had to do some stretching, and I woke up late. And even though my back was giving me trouble, I did feel like I had a good rest during the night. I have my meal, like my breakfast and my lunch. Right now it's 5:30 p.m. and the next meal I track will be my dinner. And I don't think I will have anything else to report on this side. So today is going to be one of those days where I don't have much to report or to write. For example, this day had more to write down. On Friday I was already planning in advance some of the things I wanted to get done for Saturday. That's why I divided the page. And over here I wrote more things. This top part, I use it for my next actions. For example, this is not my daily to-dos or the things I must get done during the day. These are things, for example, let's say I mentioned this example in a previous video. Let's say I want to tidy up my kids' bedroom. That involves many different tasks. That one of the tasks could be going into his closet to see which clothes don't fit him anymore. That's one task. The second task would be to put all of those clothes in a bag and then into my car. And a third task would be to take that bag with clothes to a donation center. So that's 3 tasks. That's only for the clothes. Another task could be to do the same with his boxes of toys. Sort them out, take out the ones that he hasn't used in a while, put them in a bag in my car, and then donation center. So those are very small actionable tasks that only take between 5 or 10, 15-minute tops that I like to spread out throughout the week. So let's say I decide on Friday that I will go into his closet and sort his clothes and put the bag in my car. And on Saturday I will take that to the donation center. And Sunday I will tackle his toys, sort them out, do the same process. There's a lot of noise outside. I am so sorry. Let me close the window. Okay, I hope that's better. This shooting session has been rough. My allergies are giving me a headache, and there's a lot of noise going on around me. That's why I usually have a hard time finding a good time to record videos. But I wanted to show you kind of, my planning process. Anyway, so that's what I do with this top portion of my dailies. Like I mentioned, some days I write down a lot of things and some days are pretty much empty. Okay, so that's my daily. Like I mentioned, I start at 5. The first thing I do, my morning check-in, and then this stays open on my desk all day. That way I can I can see at a glance my appointments, where I have to be, if I have to be anywhere. This is like my visual cue of how my week is going and if I have to be somewhere. So today is Wednesday the 31st. I have a class in the evening, so I still have time. That's why I'm shooting right now this video. But this is the time of the day where I go back and log what happened in the morning. I don't write the time I wake up because every day is at 5 a.m. So, but I did go out at 8:30 to get coffee. I don't track my meal times either, because that's on my dailies. I don't need to have it in both sides. This is what I did and where I have been. So the next thing would be here, and then here. So here is very visible the essence of time blocking. I am batching the videos I want to record this week. Like I mentioned, I just did my September setup, and this is the second video I am recording right now. So that's what I've done so far. These are appointments, and I also track in here the online courses I'm taking, what time I take them, and what I'm reading. I usually write down the page I'm at, but I didn't do that yesterday. But this is how a full week looks like. And I have been loving this view of my week. Not only gives me like a huge sense of accomplishment, because I know just at a glance that I had time for wellness for myself. I had time for learning, I had time for reading, I had time to take care of everything I wanted to take care. I mean, this is pure joy. So yeah, this is where I'm at today. So this is I mentioned it's 5, so I've been recording for longer than that. So okay, that has been my evening. I have been with the camera on most of the evening, and I will move this. So I took an hour for that, and then this is planning. So this is open. I check in the morning for my in my dailies, evening here in my weeklies and my dailies, and at night. So this is mostly like I mentioned, a week at a glance, visual cue, visual aid of, I don't know, just to see if I need to prepare for something or set up for something or be somewhere else. During the day, this is where I track the things I have to get done. So this is the 18th. I looked for a day that didn't have sensitive information. I do my task with a little box. I fill in the box once a task gets done. Here I migrated 2 tasks. This one I didn't do it, and I'm writing down why I didn't get it done. And then I have some notes on the day, so memory keeping. So this is how my days go. This is the actual planning. I don't do actual planning in my dailies over here. This is for wellness and goals, because my next actions are goal related. And this little notebook comes with me everywhere. I keep it inside this Chic Sparrow cover. Right now I have the one I'm going to use for September, October, and November, and maybe December, we'll see. But yeah, this is what comes with me. And then during the day I also keep note of my weekly view. This is where I have my main appointments. So this information is also here. This stays in my desk. This comes with me. If I'm on the street, out and about, I can reference this to see where I have to be at what time. And then my priorities for the weeks, I can reference this throughout the day wherever I go, because this comes with me everywhere. And that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah, this is my planning. Some days, very, very busy days, I don't even, I only do my morning check-in at 5 a.m. and this stays open, and I write everything down at night. I don't do anything with this until I have time to. And this is where I stay on track, where I see the things I have to get done. If I don't do them, I write down why I didn't do them. And I write notes on my day that I do reference, and I sometimes look back on. So yeah, again, these are my weeklies. This is where I keep, this is mostly appointments, this side. That way I may not have information in here, but wherever I go, I know if I have to be somewhere and at what time. And then my monthly, this is what it looks like. I cross out the days as they go. Today is the 31st. And yeah, if I need to write something down, an event that is going to take place, so let's say September, and I'm talking with my kid's teacher and she tells me we have a PTA meeting on the, I don't know, let's say the 23rd. I would come here and write it down in here. I always have a pen and I will write it down in here, and then I would go to my weeklies and make sure it's also on my weekly. That way that event doesn't, I that way I don't forget about the important things I need to keep in mind. Today is a very calm day. This was done. This is done. And this I will do when I come back from this. And then again, before I go to bed, I write down notes on my day. If I don't do this, I write down why I didn't do it. And I also keep a weekly log of everything that happens in my Hobonichi weeks. This I don't reference as much during my day or at all, but I do like having a log of everything that happened during the year in one place. Regardless of how many bullet journals I go through during the year, at least I have these to have everything in one place, or at least the most important information. I don't intend to keep all of my bullet journals. Most of them I will take out the pages that have important information and then take them to the recycle bin. But these I will keep, and these Hobonichi weeks with all the information of the year I will archive. So that's why I do this, even though sometimes it feels a little tedious. If I don't have time to do it at night, some weeks I leave everything blank, and then on Sunday I come to my bullet journal, look at my daily notes, and write down the most important things that happened each day. So this one I can backlog everything on Sundays, which is how I've been doing it for the past month. So yeah, this is the last thing I do. Not daily, sometimes weekly, but I do like having this yearly record, because it's the first thing I open in the day. I will see like, oh, this is one of the next actions I wrote down. I note it in my daily, and as the day progresses and I see the things I have to get done, I will try to get it done. So that's how it works. Again, as you saw, no actual planning here, just reminders of where I have to be, if I have to be somewhere, and then a log of how I spent my time. Some days where you see there's not much written in here, I even added this in a vertical way. I know that this day I just laid back, relaxed, and just focused on enjoying the day. And for my monthly, this is a monthly view of my goals. This very, is it purple, I think? This purple is for everything I read and what page I'm at. What I learned is this kind of purplish blue. Wellness, my channel. I couldn't advance as much as I wanted with my channel during August, because my kid was on vacation and it was hard to get some quiet time to shoot my videos. That's why I only have these two, but today I was able to get a lot done. Okay, the same information that I have in here regarding my goals, I have it in here, and this is just to give me a week at a glance and a month at a glance on where I'm at regarding my goals. This is where I write down my goals for the month. One of my goals is to read at least 2 books and to finish at least 2 courses. Okay. So I want to keep track, to see. It gives me, I guess you can see it too. There's a sense of accomplishment on seeing all these colors. I had time for myself, I had time for wellness, I was able to find time to read, to learn, to grow a little bit, if not every day, at least throughout my weeks. As a mom, sometimes I lose track of those little small steps of improvement. But then I see this and I'm like, okay, I did move the needle forward. This is good, this is awesome. And even though for those of you who are not moms, everyone, many of us are hard on ourselves when it comes to our goals. And this gives me a huge sense of achievement. So I will keep this throughout the year. I'm loving this. I'm also enjoying so much this view. It makes me so happy. So all of these colors have to do with my goals over here. And these are not goals. This is when I start and when I finish something. When I start a course, when I finish a course, when I cut the last time. This is, the last time last time I cut my hair, when I started a new beauty routine, when I start a book, when I finish a book. Last time I bought the big, it's not a jar, bottle of olive oil. I like to see how long it lasts before I have to buy a new one. So all of those things I track in here. And I also like seeing this, but man, this, and I want to give myself a boost of, there you go, you're doing good. I look at this page, at this spread. Ah, love this. So that's pretty much it. Like I mentioned, planning and checking goals, and yeah, this is mostly for reference. Yeah, so that's what's going on so far. And my milestones again, it can be like, I had time to read, and that's awesome. Let's keep note of that. I was able to get a lot done. That's what I have in here. I was happy because I was able to get most of my to-dos crossed. What I have in here, I finished an online course. That's a milestone. And I felt very good throughout the day. So that's another milestone. I like to keep note of those kinds of things. Yes. So yeah. What else? I use the hours, when my kid goes to bed, I do my night check-in in these 2 notebooks. I write in my journals for a little bit, and I do my beauty routine, skincare routine, all of that awesome stuff that makes us happy. I try to do some stretching before I go to sleep. And that's it. Hey there, I wanted to show you, to have something close to what my planning looks in a day. Like I mentioned before, right now it is 10 p.m. where I live. After my class I didn't do anything else, so I just wrote down 2 milestones. Having recorded 2 videos, that was a huge milestone for me, considering I was not able to do much for my channel during August, which is alright. I do this as I can, when I can. So I'm sorry, I'm not used to shooting videos holding the phone with one hand. I usually turn on my camera, but I'm here and I'm relaxing. As you can see, my computer is off. Only analog tools on my desk. So this is done. For my actual planning, I already recorded the highlights of the day, and I have some tasks that I want to get done tomorrow, a reminder, and that's going to be it for planning.